Hello, good afternoon. Happy Wednesday. My name is Daphnée Antoine,
And I am Daphnée Camilien.
and welcome to the Daphnée and Daphnée show. How you all doing? Let us know where you are watching from. Type your city in the comments so we can give you a shout out. We are in Chicago. And so the Daphnée and Daphnée show is basically Tony Chameleon and I showing up live on a weekly basis to share with you resources to help you and your family thrive. And as an attorney, Tony Chameleon will share up current news with us with respect to legal matters and also some immigration news. But before we get started, let's start with our disclosure.
Sure. But as Daphnée said, I'm an attorney. Anything that I say, anything I say this afternoon does not enter myself and the viewer into any type of attorney-client relationship. Daphnée is a financial entrepreneur. Anything that she says today does not enter you and her in any type of fiduciary duty. All the information that we are talking about is for information and entertainment purposes only. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you for always sharing our disclosure. Before we get with our topic for today, this is financial literacy month. So April is financial literacy month, and throughout this month, we plan to share some resources with you to help you with any aspect in regards to your money. And so last week we shared about resources for women and how it's important for us to manage your money well, and maybe some like tips on how we can learn and grow our money. So today we will share additional resources that can help you in this journey. And before we share that, Attorney Chameleon will share some legal matters with us.
Sure. So I will be brief, but excuse my cold, everybody. I will try to be as brief as possible. There's a lot of articles that have just come out, and they're talking about the governor of Florida, DeSantis, has introduced a bunch of bills into the Florida legislature that are going to be coming to law. They're anticipating within the next couple of weeks, and these are immigration laws. And if these laws come into fruition, if they actually pass, a lot of articles, New York Times, you can look it up, Wall Street Journal, lots of articles are saying that these will be the toughest immigration laws in the United States if they are passed. And so what these laws say is people who help out undocumented people in the state of Florida. So if you transport someone who's undocumented, if you house someone that's undocumented, if you hire somebody that's undocumented, you could face felony charges. And you remember a felony crime is that anything that's over 1 year in prison is over 1 year prison term is considered a felony. And in this case, the crime they would be charging you would carry up to a 5-year prison term if you were found guilty, right? So that's what the law is saying. So they are saying that, so if imagine this, you're doing Uber and you're making extra money on the side and you pick someone up and they're undocumented. Would you be exposed to this? Technically, the way they're saying, yeah. Your cousin is undocumented. They come, into town. They stay at your home for 2 weeks as you live in sunny Florida. They want to come on vacation. Would you be exposed to this? Yes. So there's a lot of people who would be exposed to this. And remember, Florida has, Florida, especially South Florida, has so many different cultures and people from all over the world. And just like all over the United States, there are people there are, immigrants that have papers, meaning they have green cards and they have citizenships and they have visas and they have all type of different things going on. But just like all over the world, and all over the United States, let's talk about specifically, there are people who are undocumented. So it's going to be very interesting to see what this does. Some of the other things that the law talks about is that when a person goes to the hospital, now the law is asking that the hospital personnel ask them their immigration status, and it's just not asking them that. Then the hospital then has to report to the state a person's immigration status, right? So what that could do, there's like a lot of people who are opposed to these laws are saying that undocumented people may not go to the hospital and they could end up dying, because if they go to the hospital, they know it's being reported to the state. Their thinking is that, are they going to be turned in? And are they going to be deported? So, people have very different viewpoints on immigration. People have viewpoints on documented people versus undocumented people. So I'm just reporting, but everybody has their own opinion. And one of the last things that the new law is also talking about is in the past, undocumented people who were going to college. Let's say you lived in Florida and you wanted to go to, you went to high school, you're undocumented, you came to the United States as a child, you've gone and done your schooling. Now it's time for college, and you've been living in the state of Florida for 15 years, for example, and when you apply for college, they would charge you in-school tuition since you're a resident. Now, under DeSantis' new law, he wants to strip people away from having that opportunity to do in-school tuition. Therefore, I guess the only way they would have to pay, the only way they'd be able to go to college is to pay out of school tuition, which, college is extremely expensive. So this may exclude a lot of people from having the opportunity to even go to university. And so those are just some of the outcomes of the new law and some of the consequences of the new law if it does come into fruition. So we'll see. DeSantis, people are saying, wants to run for presidency. And if he is able to pull this off in Florida, is that something he wants for the whole United States? And how is this going to be? Florida is, like I said, especially South Florida, has lots and lots and lots of different cultures. Another worry is, how do you know someone's, undocumented or not? Florida has lots of cultures, lots of people from different countries. They may have an accent. It doesn't mean they're not citizens or green card holders or have visas, valid visas. So how do you know if someone's undocumented or not? Do you just suspect someone's undocumented? Then they have to show their papers. As a person, I'm a child of immigrants. I don't have an accent per se, so I don't think anybody's going to try to ask me to, see my passport. But my mom's a citizen. Are they going to ask me, if my mom was there, would someone just say, and wanted to harass her, would they ask her for her passport? Who walks around with their passport to prove they're a citizen or not? So I don't know how this is about to work, how you're going to be able to police this. Are people just going to be turning people in and the police are going to come? And I don't know how this is going to work, but people are anticipating it can be chaotic. So we'll see. But that's the latest article. It's all over the place. And so we'll see if this does happen. Back to you, Daphnée. Tell me your thoughts on this.
Thank you, Attorney Camilien. Lots of great and concerning information. So with that being said, I guess we will see, because at the end of the day, this is supposed to be the land of the free and home of the brave. And so we don't want people to start obviously walking in fear, and especially
Right.
even people who are legal immigrant, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so now, are we gonna be telling people they have to be to have the resident card with them at all time? Are we gonna be a nation where when people are stopped, they have to prove the status? I don't know. I don't think we want to be in that situation. And so It's concerning for sure. Obviously, you can hear I have an accent. I am a U.S. citizen. Okay, uh, and if people are not treated with respect, and they are in a situation where they always have to prove who they are, I don't think it's gonna be a good thing for our nation. I think we are a nation who are welcoming, and it's time for us to be welcoming, and then to be respectful of different people and different nations, and to just, I guess, be the nation that we say that we are. And this type of law do not reflect who we say that we are. That's my opinion.
I would agree. I think it causes pure chaos. I don't see the
And
benefit
fear.
of. Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
I don't see the benefit of stripping, college, kids the opportunity to pay in school tuition when they're already residents of the state.
Mhm.
Think about kids who've been here since they were a baby, like these DACA kids who had no, um, like they had no say in them being brought to the United States,
Exactly.
right? They've been,
Exactly.
so I mean, there's so many different
Exactly.
situations, and then also they had concerns about like churches and
Exactly.
you know
Pastors.
different organizations that were helping undocumented people, are people who, even attorneys, are they are they going to be subjected to this law? So I don't know. It's still being fleshed out, and people are still speculating about a lot of things, and we'll see how it happens. They believe it's going to be approved. So once it is in a place, it would just be very interesting to see what happens in a place like South Florida,
Mhm.
because it's such a mixture of everybody. I have no idea how that's going to be. Um, South Florida is everybody, just walking around in a big old bowl. So how do you know who's documented, who's undocumented, what their status is? Um, you don't know. You have no idea. So we'll see.
And who's gonna enforce it? You know?
I know.
Exactly. And then so
Great.
I'm going to ex police officer now to be, I guess, immigration officer.
Well, that's part of the law too. They want the police to report to the federal government. So it's
So
out.
we
It's
already have a lot in their hands right
yeah,
now.
yeah. We'll
Yeah.
have to see what happens.
Let's see what happens. We'll see. So obviously, as you can hear from attorney's Camillian voice, she's not feeling well. Yet she still came here to this live to keep us updated with what's going on in our lovely nation, the United States of America. And so, if you are appreciative of everything that she's doing, sharing her knowledge with us, keeping us up to date, and you want to connect with her, her phone number is 847-410-9022, 847-410-9022, and her email is chameleonlaw.com. Chameleonlaw.com. Obviously, if you are in need of a service, you can reach out, and then she will be able to take it from there. So once again, this month is Financial Literacy Month, and then we hope to share with you some resources to help you thrive. So the first resource that I'm gonna share with you today uh, is mymoney.gov. Again, my name is Daphnée Antoine. I am a financial entrepreneur, sharing resources with families to thrive. So let me share my screen with you. Part of being an entrepreneur is having a million and one tab on my screen. And so last week, Attorney Camilin and I shared two different programs, I think more than two, as a matter of fact. We shared the Budgetista website, the blog page, and I shared a financial literacy workshop. that can help people. And let me see if I can pull this up. Okay, here you go. So this is mymoney.gov. So it's basically a website that have a few resources. As you can see, it's Financial Literacy Month. And if you are in need of maybe understanding your finance a little bit better, or need some resources, some tools to help you um, track your money and to see how you can become debt free, they have a few tools right here. So you can go to mymoneygov.tools, or you can just go to mymoneygov and you click here on tools. Let me make sure this is like a little bit bigger for you all. Okay, maybe too big. Okay. And here you are, you have some calculators that can help you. You have the budgeting worksheets here. Okay. So you can see based on what you want to understand, you can click on this sheet. So here you have that resources plan, prepare, prevail. You have auto loan worksheet to help you understand what does it actually cost you when you are getting an auto loan. And this is basically helping you with the savings rule. We talked about that last week. Here with credit rule. So basically, you know how your credit should be, and when it comes to your debt to income ratio. And so you have all these worksheets here: consumer tips on managing spending worksheet. You have a simple budgeting worksheet. You don't have to start from scratch. If you want to buy a new car, go to this website and learn about maybe some steps you have to take when it comes to purchasing a new car, right? Personal finance 101, right? So there are free information available to you that can help you make the right money decision. And at the same time, there are also different programs that you can invest in as well that can help you too. And then so I always share resources that can help you. Not only you can invest in, but also you can I guess not have a career, but then be able to increase your income by learning and earning. Because sometimes, yes, it's good to learn, but sometimes it's not a learning problem we have, it's an earning problem that we have. And so when we learn, if we have an opportunity to earn at the same time, why not? And so many of us may know Len Richardson. She's on various maybe TV show interviews, and she's a financial expert, right? She teach people how to manage their money, how to grow their money, how to start a business, all type of information, even how to teach our young people how to start a business, and how we can also leverage different tax strategy to be able to keep more money in our pocket, right? So Lynn has a lot of great resources that she share with her clients to help them level up. And obviously, because this is Financial Literacy Month, she has a 50% off on all of her programs. And so, if you are interested in checking out what she has, the website is thrivewithlynn.com. You will be able to see the various workshops that she have from let me as a matter of fact, let me go here so you can see all that she has. Okay. So she has this Wealth Ambassador program. She has the Entrepreneur Academy, because at the end of the day, when we want to become an entrepreneur, We think that it's basically start the business and then like take it from there. But there's so much that we need to know so we can get started on the right foot, right? So here she has the tax education certificate, the LLC certificate, how to run your business properly, and as well as different books that you can take advantage of. And so, if that's something that you want to check out, again, the website is thrivewithline.com, and then you will be able to not only have the opportunity to invest in yourself to learn, but then being part of a program, she also help you to earn by you being an affiliate of her program. And um, once you get the knowledge and you see that it's profitable and you want to share it with other people, you can promote her programs and then she pays a commission. And so that's what I want to share with you today. Take opportunity, take the opportunity to learn, but also find opportunities to earn. And by visiting thrivewithland.com, you will be able to see the different programs that you see on her website, and then you can also, once you familiar with what she's teaching and you think it's gonna be beneficial to others, you can promote it as well. That's all I have for today. Anything that you wanna add, Attorney Chameleon?
I think people should take advantage of both programs, both websites. I thought it was a great idea, the mymoney.gov that talks about buying like a car. Um, in After a house, that's probably one of the biggest expenses we'll ever do. And I just don't think that people do enough research before buying a car and don't realize in my world, in my legal aid world, I've spoken to a lot of people who get taken advantage of at car dealerships. So it's important to do your research, and I would definitely check out the mymoney.gov, especially that car part. And then Lynn Richardson's programs. She's awesome. She has a lot of stuff for kids and parents, saving money for them, and just us, talking about having, a business, individual people, in ways that we can make money.
Thank you, thank you. Again, the website is thrivewithland.com, and you see it, I guess, scrolling in this view. And I will also add it in the comment section. And also, Attorney Chameleon information is 847-410-9022. So it is a new quarter. So if you have, I guess, a goal of upgrading your finance, managing your finance, earning additional income, you can visit that website and take it from there. This has been the Daphnée and Daphnée show. We are so appreciative of you taking the time to watch on this show. If anything resonated with you, let us know in the comments. Even let us know where you're watching from. And please, please share, share, share. We will see you next Wednesday at 11 a.m. Central Time. Bye for now.
Bye.